What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 22 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. In today's video, we're going to go over the pre-order bonus packs and the choice packs as far as what are the best cards to choose out of them. We'll help you out. There's a lot of difficult decisions to be made, a lot of good players in these packs, so we'll talk about how to get them and also the best players within them. If you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, do me a favor, help me out. Make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. And also, if you're brand new here because you were searching around YouTube for Diamond Dynasty content, or maybe this video is recommended to you, be sure to also click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well, so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So we got two different choice packs that are going to give us diamonds, and let's talk about how to get these packs. Number one, we have this legend pack, and with any choice pack in the game, if you hit triangle on PlayStation, Y on Xbox, it will pull up the contents within the pack, so you can see what you're going to be able to choose from before you, right? So without even needing to open up the pack. Additionally, if you hit triangle again or Y again, you can pull up the attributes on each card. So we're going to use that to go over all of the cards and talk about the best ones. But as far as this pack right here, you can only get this pack that contains one of these 588 overalls: Randy Johnson, Chase Utley, Ricky Henderson, Mickey Mantle, Vlad Guerrero Sr. This one can only be found in both the MVP edition and the digital deluxe. So whether you get one or the other, you're going to get this pack. This will not be in the standard pack. Also, if you're getting it free from Xbox Game Pass on Tuesday, I don't believe you can get this pack unless maybe there's going to be a way to separately purchase it, but right now it's only pre-order available as far as I know. Now the second pack, the cover athletes pack, again, we'll hit triangle and we can see all of the contents. These are all cards that are focused or based on, you know, prior cover athletes within MLB The Show. There's a lot to choose from, a lot of good cards out of this one. This pack can only be acquired via the digital deluxe, which is about $15 more than the MVP edition. A lot of people asking me on Twitch last night, Pop, is it worth it? The extra $15? And in my opinion, yes, right? Because you're going to get this pack, which contains a lot of good options, and also you get about 15,000 extra stubs. You get, I think, 4 or 5 more gold player packs, and there's some other additional benefits, but I think for the $15, almost just getting the extra stubs is worth it alone early in the game. You're going to be able to build your team, and with these two pre-order packs, you're getting two really good diamonds to start your squad out with. So let's go over the Diamond Legend Player Pack first. Card art is wonderful on these cards, and we're just going to work from left to right. So Randy Johnson, very exciting to see him in this game, and I like this card a lot. Spoiler alert, this is probably going to be the card that I recommend out of this pack. I'll just be honest with you. I just think he's really, really well balanced for a pitcher at this point in the game, and it's always good to have an ace on the mound for your squad to start out with. 93 stamina. His hits per 9 is a little bit low at 80. Ks per 9 is at 100, which is very, very good. Walks per 9, home runs per 9, not great. His clutch control at 80, solid control at 77. You know, I wish that was a little bit better. Gonna have to get used to that. But the velocity and the break, I mean, that's a great combination to have this early in the game. 97 velocity, 99 break. He's got some very good pitches. I mean, the velocity with the 4-seam and 2-seam fastballs, you're getting that almost up to 100. And then he's got a slider, a slurve, and a changeup with that 99 break. Just an overall very, very good card. Arm strength 99 as well, of course. And I just can't say anything, you know, bad about this card. I think it's really good. Maybe the control is a little bit weak. The walks per 9 is pretty low at 59, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. Very good starting pitcher card. Then we have Chase Utley, and his defense is pretty solid, right? Diamond defense, gold hitting. I just don't see anything this card does great. Like with Randy Johnson, we got 99 velocity, or is it 99 break and 97 velocity? His contact against righties is 90, is very good. He is a left-handed batter. He does play second base and first base, so that's something to keep in mind there. But at the end of the day, I just don't think this card does enough. And with Randy Johnson at the top of my list right now, I don't see that he does anything that makes me want to say not to take Randy Johnson. So let's move on to the next one. Now, if you want to be a pain in the ass to your opponents, you can pick Ricky Henderson because he's got 99 speed, right? If you get this guy on base, and I don't know if there's a lot of bunt cheese going on early in the year already, but if you get him on base and you just start stealing bases with 99 speed, 99 steal, 99 drag bunt, like, people are going to be annoyed at you. So if you're super toxic, you can pick up this card for sure. Otherwise, I mean, he's got, discipline's 110, but does that really matter? Vision 86, they're good things, but his contact isn't great, his power is terrible. He is just strictly, if you get him on base, you're going to get a couple stolen bases easily. The more you get him on base, the more stolen bases you get, obviously. Let's move on to the next one. Mickey Mantle, a very good hitter here, very balanced in my opinion. Power against lefties, 74, against righties, 94. Also keep in mind, he's a switch hitter. Always good to have a couple switch hitters in your lineup. Contact against lefties, 86. Contact against righties, 75. I just like the switch hitter aspect of this card. Discipline and clutch, very, very good on this card as well. So if you don't want a pitcher and you want a hitter, Mickey Mantle, probably the best option out of all of the hitters out of this pack. And then finally, we have Vlad Guerrero Sr. His defense, not very good, so you got to worry about that. He does have great arm strength as an outfielder, and he can play every side of the outfield, center, right, and left, so that's good with that arm strength. And he's just super balanced when it comes to hitting, right? So the power, I'm surprised the power is actually this low. Obviously, when he gets new cards, that's going to be much, much better there. But power and against left and rights is very, very balanced there at 76 and 70. And then the contact is great. Now, he is a right-handed hitter, of course. I would take Mickey Mantle. Even though I think his hitting stats or attributes are a little bit better, I would probably take Mickey Mantle for the fact that he is a switch hitter. But at the end of the day, like I said at the top of it here, Randy Johnson, in my opinion, is the best card to pick out of this pack. Now on to the cover athletes pack, and there are a lot of cards to choose from. I don't want this video to turn into a 20-minute video, so I'm going to try to breeze through these and really only focus on the best ones. So we have Shohei Ohtani. I don't like this card. He's a starting pitcher. He's got pretty good mix of pitches, but nothing stands out to me other than like clutch control and break. If you like to throw a lot of breaking pitches, he does have a splitter, a cutter, a curveball. Cutter's more of a fastball, but a slider, splitter, curveball with 95 break, pretty good. But at the end of the day, his control is only 63. The clutch control is 97. I don't like this card. I don't think it's worth it. Fernando Tatis Jr., very good hitter, great power, 105 against righties, 82 against lefties for the power. The contact is okay, and of course he gives you 89 speed, so he's another one. You get him on base, I mean, with the power, he's going to be hitting a lot of doubles, hopefully a lot of home runs for you. If you get him on base, those doubles could turn into triples with that speed, and you might be able to steal some bases. So, pretty good hitter, not one that I would pick. I don't think he's the best choice out there. One other thing is he does play a lot of secondary positions, so he's by default shortstop, but second base, third base, and all of the outfields here that he can play as well. Then we have Javier Baez. This card's actually pretty solid. Diamond hitting, diamond defense, shortstop by default, but look at all of his secondary positions, second, third, left, and right field. So he's all over the place. 101 power against lefties. He is a right-handed bat. Contact against lefties, 86. And then the contact against right and power against right isn't too bad in the 70s. And very, very good defense. Probably the most well-balanced card we've seen so far, but I'd probably pass on this one. Bryce Harper, very good hitter, obviously. Power against righties is 99. Power against lefties, 76. I just like his swing, so I got his live series card already. I got lucky enough to pull it in a pack. I just like the swing of this card. I don't think he's worth picking up. Discipline at 117 is great, but does that really matter? Clutch at 89, solid there. Again, if you like his swing and you like left-handed batters, go pick him up, but otherwise, I still don't think he's the best choice here. Then we have Aaron Judge, diamond defense, gold hitting. Pretty good card here, right? Because he's going to be great in the outfield, great arm strength. He's going to get that ball to home plate if you need to throw somebody out. The power number's great. 106 against righties, 93 against lefties. Contact against righties at 77 is pretty solid. And remember, you can parallel all of these cards up. We're going to talk about parallels and how to boost the attributes on them. So you can get his contact into the 80s against righties. Pretty balanced card, great power, good defense. I still don't think he's the one to be picking here, but you guys can take this from what you want, right? Like, I'm just trying to break down each card. At the end of the day, you're going to have to make the decision that fits best on your team. Let's move on to Ken Griffey Jr., the kid, diamond hitting, diamond defense, left bat. He plays center. He can go left and right field in the outfield. Power against righties, 96. Against lefties, 75. Contact against righty, 82. And then contact against lefties, 65. He gives you pretty solid defense, solid speed, like 70 speed isn't bad for a hitter like this. I just think this card is super well balanced, kind of similar to Javier Baez. I like the, offense and defense, but Baez plays a little bit more, like he's got more secondary positions to help you out. Josh Donaldson, very, very good hitter. One of the best hitters amongst all of these cards that we're looking at, but I think there's a better one coming up here. Power against lefties, 97, 81 against righties, contact against right and left, 77, 75. Pretty well balanced there. His defense isn't terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. And he does play third base by default, and you can switch him over to first base. This, in my opinion, is probably the best card. Now, his defense, not great at all, but Miguel Cabrera, he's going to play third base by default. You can put him at first. You don't typically need a ton of defense at first base. That's why I would probably say pick this card up. But look how balanced his hitting attributes are here. Contact against righties, 94, against lefties, 102, and then the power numbers are great as well. 93 power against left, 83 against right. Everything hitting-wise is like in the yellows, in the 80s, you know, Vision 77. And with his card, if you put him at first base, like I said, you don't have to worry too much about his defense. This is the card, in my opinion, that I'm probably going to pick up and throw him at first, because those hitting numbers, power and contact, are great. Andrew McCutchen, I don't really like this card. I mean, the contact against lefties, 109, is very good. He can play the entire outfield, but like his defense is terrible. He does have 81 speed. He's pretty balanced as a hitter, but I just think Miguel Cabrera is probably going to be a better option out there, so let's move on. Joe Mauer, another very good hitter when it comes to contact at least. Catcher, a lot of people might need a catcher to start out early. I think this is the only card that you have as an option as a catcher. Contact against righties, 104. Against lefties, 90. The power number's not very good. He's solid at defense as a catcher. Secondary position, first base. You don't really need a ton of defense over there. So this is a pretty good card as well. I would take him strictly on the fact, like, if you're good at first base and Miggy, you know, he's just not going to find a spot on your roster, I would probably take Joe Morrow. Wow, I can't speak. At catcher. Ryan Howard for MLB The Show 08. I remember this game. Long time ago. Power numbers, obviously, with a Ryan Howard card, great. 110 against righties, 96 against lefties. He also gives you 86 contact against righties, which is pretty solid. Another left-handed bat. I love left-handed bats in this game. Well, every game, every MLB The Show game. Discipline 101, clutch 83. Durability doesn't really matter, but it is at a 94. Again, he's a first baseman, so don't worry about the defense too much. Just another very good hitter. I think Miggy is still more balanced, but he gives you great power numbers if you need a home run. And think about this, right? This card could get outdated eventually. This is a really, really good bench bat for you guys. If you need a clutch home run, you could take him off with the bench with those power numbers. Boom, you might get one. And the final card is going to be David Ortiz, diamond hitting, common defense, another first baseman. I think if you compare him to Ryan Howard, because they're super similar, you got to take Ryan Howard, right? His power numbers are way better. I think that Ortiz's contact might be a little bit more balanced, but at the end of the day, pretty much the same position, both lefties, very, very similar on defense as well. You got to go Ryan Howard over David Ortiz. And those are all of the cards. Like I said, I think Miggy is the best one out of all of these. Ken Griffey Jr., very, very good there. Javier Baez, very solid and well-rounded. And Joe Mauer's pretty good as well. Ryan Howard, too. So you guys let me know down below in the comment section who you're picking up. Hopefully this video helped you out make a decision. I still don't know who I'm going with, but at the end of the day, I probably got to go with Miggy. And I'm definitely going with Randy Johnson on this pack. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.